A very good evening and welcome to this Sunday's edition of Weekend Primetime News. I'm Arundhati Udanayaka. Tensions are mounting globally, fueled by developments on the ground in the Korean Peninsula. Now, is the world headed towards another Cuban Missile Crisis? Well, we have a comprehensive report coming up in the news, but first a look at the headlines. The President decides to appoint a commission to inquire into the mass grave in Matale. MP Ashok Abesinghe says the UNP alternative group will ally with Saras Fonseca to contest the upcoming provincial council elections. Protests in Thanamanvilla demanding access to drinking water. And 2 employees of a restaurant in Attilia die while attempting to clean a waste gully. And now for the stories in detail. A group of villagers staged a demonstration in Thanamanvilla today demanding access to clean drinking water. Our correspondent said that the flow of traffic on the Thanamanvilla-Colombo main road was disputed for several hours due to this demonstration.
Villagers from the 19th milepost village, Usgala, Nikara and Dahatamara Thanamanvilla participated in this demonstration. The protesters who arrived at the 19th milepost on the Colombo-Thanamalvilla main road staged a demonstration blocking the road. Efforts by the police officers from Thanamalvilla, Sevanagala, Hambegamu and Duallavaya who were deployed to the area to reason with the protesters and get them to move away from the road were unsuccessful. Although police made arrangements for an alternative route for vehicular traffic, this too was blocked by the demonstrators. Attempts made by the Assistant Superintendent of Police in Monaragala, Nemal Siri Pereira, to hold discussions with the protesters and move them off the road also proved futile. The demonstrators remained on the road demanding that their concerns be heard by a political leader. Subsequently, the chairman of the Thanamalvilla Pradesh Sabha arrived at the location and held discussions with the protesters. However, the demonstrators informed the Pradesh Sabha chairman that if they are to depart from the road, they must be granted an audience with the chief minister. You should meet with all the villagers in this area on one day. If you can tell us a specific date, we can meet you on that day. The protesters dispersed after the chief minister of the Uva province promised them over the phone that he would hold discussions with them.
2 workers died today while cleaning out a waste gully at a restaurant in Attilia, Ratmalana today. Another worker who attempted to rescue his colleagues is currently receiving treatment in hospital. The police suspect that the workers passed away after inhaling a poisonous gas.
The bodies of 2 workers were recovered from this gully about 12 hours after they went in to clean it. When the bodies were taken out, the acting magistrate of Mount Lavinia and the judicial medical officer of the Columbus South Teaching Hospital were present at the scene. The 2 workers had gone down into this waste gully at about 11:30 last night in order to remove a blockage. The 2 workers had used a crude rope to descend into the 8-foot deep gully. There was a block in the pipe. I tried sending a wire through but to no avail. Then they said that they would descend into the hole. I asked them not to. They entered the gully. I could not take them out. I cried for help and called everyone on the road. Another individual used a rope to go down as well. He fainted, so we used the rope to pull him out and took him to hospital. The deceased have been identified as 32-year-old Rajendran Yogakumar from the Balmoral estate in Agrapatana and 33-year-old Perumal Sundareshan from Madolsima. They commenced employment at this restaurant about a month ago. At about 3 in the morning, I received a call at home. A person at the shop said that they had gone into the gully and had lost their lives.
We have 2 children. He called last night and asked how the children were. I told him that they were playing. He said he would call in a little while, but he never called. Then we received a call. They said he was dead.
The bodies of the two victims are currently lying at the Colombo South Teaching Hospital, where the post-mortem examination is to take place.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa has decided to appoint a commission to inquire into the mass grave discovered in Matale. Presidential spokesperson Mohan Samaranayake said this commission would function in addition to ongoing police investigations.
The mass grave was discovered on the premises of the Matale General Hospital on the 26th of November last year, when excavations were undertaken to construct a biogas unit for the hospital. The police informed court that bones belonging to 155 individuals and several silver rings were discovered at the site during subsequent excavations. At this point, the Matale magistrate and additional district judge called for a report to determine how old the bones were. The report, compiled under Senior Professor Raj Somadeva of the Institute of Postgraduate Archaeological Studies at the University of Kelaniya, was submitted to court on the 24th of March this year. Based on this report, the court stated on the 27th of March that the bones belong to individuals who died between 1986 and 1990.
Now, opposition politicians expressed views about the appointment of a special investigation commission on the mass grave in Matale.
Why are they trying to highlight the issue of the mass grave? The purpose of this is to sweep the burning issues in the country under the carpet. We challenge this presidential commission to carry out the investigations without putting political labels on it. We would like to ask you whether we can expect a government that has no rule of law to do justice on the mass grave in Matale. None of the commissions appointed have taken actions. Therefore, we believe that this commission was appointed in order to slip away from the pressure that is exerted on the government. If a fair decision is taken by this commission, then we would approve it. However, the public has no trust over commissions which are appointed in an ad hoc manner. A commission is appointed when human skeletons are found in Matale. When you plant okra seeds that is given away through the Divinagama program, the saplings that grow from these seeds are entirely different. Some seeds don't grow at all. But there aren't any commission to look into these. I say don't dig too deep because the skeletons of 1971 may surface as well. This commission will simply be limited to a mere paper. At the end of the day, might have ended up paying money for fuel and salaries. It is our money that is being spent to pay for maintenance of this commission. Committees appointed to inquire into numerous issues. Today, a decision is arrived to appoint a commission to inquire into the mass grave in Matale. The intention of the committee is to report on all facts relating to the inquiry. Will the expected outcome be derived from the commission to be appointed for the mass grave in Matale?
The National Harvest Festival, or Alut Sahal Mangalya, was held near the Sri Mahabodhi in Anuradhapura today under the auspices of President Mahinda Rajapaksa today.
The bestowing of the first part of the new harvest of the Mahasangha led by Lord Buddha is symbolized by the Alut Sahal Mangalya or Harvest Festival. Through this ritual held near the Sri Mahabodhi, farmers hope to have sufficient rains for a successful harvest to make Sri Lanka self-sufficient. The Presidential Media Unit says that this is the first time the Alut Sahal Mangalya has been held with the participation of a head of state. The President also engaged in religious observances at the Sri Mahabodhi. The chief of the indigenous community, Uruwarge Vanilathu, made a gift of bees honey and ghee to the Mahasangha at this event.
Now, yesterday, News First telecast footage which showed a group of Sri Lankan housemaids being harassed in Saudi Arabia. Minister for Employment Promotion and Welfare, Dilan Pereira, who witnessed this footage, says that an investigation has been initiated. The minister said the Saudi Arabian agency involved in this incident has been identified.
This footage of a group of housemaids being beaten was recorded 3 months ago. A Sri Lankan national who recorded the footage at a place where housemaids reside in Dammam, where this incident is said to have taken place, sent this footage across to News First. The group in this footage who were thus abused are women who had refused to stay at their places of work and had wanted to return to Sri Lanka.
As soon as I saw the news, I called Sirasa and took the responsibility of initiating an investigation. I asked for 48 hours for preliminary investigations, and within 24 hours, we identified the agency in Saudi Arabia. It is located in Kotif in Dammam, Saudi Arabia. We have already instructed Muthumala, who is in charge of labour welfare at the embassy in Riyadh, Ashok and Anand to ascertain if this agency is registered with us, and if so, to have it banned immediately. Also, we have issued instructions to inform the Governorate of Dammam to raid this location and commence investigations. While this is happening, we are taking steps to identify the agency in Sri Lanka. As of now, information has come to light that the agency is located in Maradana. I wish to inform you that in the coming days we will identify those at the agency, those involved in this, and we will take legal action against them.
සම්බන්ධ ඒ පහර දුන්නයි කියන පුද්ගලයා හඳුනාගෙන නීති මගින් කටයුතු කරන්නට අවශ්‍ය කරන කාරණා කටයුතු කරන බව දන්වන්න කැමැතියි.
Well, we commend and thank Minister Dilan Pereira for his prompt action to initiate investigations into this matter and take appropriate steps within a short time frame after the news was aired. Speaking at a media briefing held in Valigama today, Minister of Agriculture Mahindya Pabewardhan revealed that a recommendation has been made to cease the importation of 3 types of agrochemicals.
We have undertaken extensive studies into this matter over the recent past. We included numerous experts in this and sought their advice on what steps need to be taken on how we should proceed. They advised us last week that there are suspicions regarding 3 types of agrochemicals. They did not give us 100% assurance, but they said they have suspicions regarding these and asked us to take appropriate measures. We recommended that the import of these 3 types be seized. The 3 types are chlorpyrifos, propylene and carbogreen, which are all weedicides. In this matter, we have acted in accordance with the advice of the experts.
මේ සම්බන්ධයෙන් අපි ඒ විද්වතුන්ගේ උපදෙස් අනුව තමයි අපි කටයුතු කරන්නේ.